last evening as I read and then reread today's first reading from Genesis, I couldn't help but notice that it was a great deal for Abram and his descendants in perpetuity. There was just one condition. They had to keep God's covenant. If you look at the reading itself, there are 5 sentences describing the incredible, life-changing benefits that God promised to Abram, who became Abraham. First would be the name change, to reflect that Abraham would be the father of nations. Second, his offspring would become the kings, the rulers. And third, they would possess the whole land of Canaan. And all of these incredible promises, with each of them there would be no expiration date. It's striking that the benefits of God's covenant take up 5 whole sentences, and what God asks of them only takes up 1. Likewise, Jesus offers something that we all crave and yet is almost unimaginable: everlasting life. Again, with one condition, that we keep his word. I think so often that our protective radar goes up when we hear a deal that seems just too good to be true. I know you hear these all the time. The promise of platinum-level health care, if only you called the number listed with some famous sports guy on TV. Then, of course, there's the instant arthritis pain relief, letting you get back on the basketball court if only you apply this never-before-seen all-natural supplement. One of my personal favorites while at Roach Brothers: "Father, I think I can give you solar panels for free for your roof." I think I dissuaded him when I told him I didn't own a roof. But so often it's not only the claim, but who is making the pitch. We just don't believe them. Jesus faced the same skepticism. Who is he to make such promises? And yet, here we are today, because people like ourselves were moved by the grace of God to draw closer to Jesus, to watch and to listen and to follow. Another thought that crossed my mind about these readings is that it's God who makes the offer to Abram, the Jews, the Gentiles, and to each of us. But at times, don't we go in the reverse order, seeking to make a deal with God in our lives? I was thinking about this. I think it begins as children, when we tell God that if he gives us the new bike, if we make the soccer team, "Dear God, I will pray every day. I promise not to strike my brother Patrick every day, and I will be an overall good kid." Hypothetically, I made a promise like that. As we all know, the terms change as we get older, but at times we fall into the very same bargaining with God. However, the reality is that our proposals, no matter how sincere, are nothing compared with what God offers to us in terms of what we'll receive and how we grow in the process of following him and his plan for us. The other day I was talking to my dad, and he was telling me about living in New York City in the late 1950s and how some of his friends bought lifetime gym memberships, only to have the gyms go out of business in a year or 2. His friends made a significant investment, $500 to $1,000, and they expected the yield to pay off for many years to come, but it didn't. My brothers and sisters, each of us has a choice from day to day, whether we continue to invest our trust in God's incredible deal for our families, ourselves, and how we live our lives. Today and every day, Jesus asks us the question, if we will keep his word in how we speak and how we act. Even when the world seems to be offering an alternative, many times something very easy to do. And so the choice is ours. May God bless you and your families as we realize the incredible offer that God has made to us, eternal life that lives in us, even while we're on the way. Now that's an offer that is just too good to pass up.